Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty bar. So I've got my makeup as far as my foundation and concealer done. I've just added a little bit of translucent powder under my eyes. We're just kind of going with it today. Don't really have much of a plan here. I'm kind of planning as I go along. So I'm going to warm up my skin tone though some by using the Hoola Light Bronzer by Benefit all over my face, more as a setting powder than as a bronzer. So I'm just warming up my super pasty pale skin. Okay, so I'm just using my airbrush powder brush from Sephora just to warm up my complexion with this Hoola Light, which I really like. It's beautiful. If you're pale as I am, you can actually use it as a contour powder. I use it to warm my skin up, so I can actually use the regular Hoola as a contour powder, which I'm going with my contour brush from e.l.f. right now into my Hoola. So I can go ahead and start blending this out on the cheek. And you'll have seen me contour before, but I'm just doing what I normally do, kind of bringing it around the perimeter of the face, into the temples. Trying not to get a huge dark stripe right across the forehead. That would not be a good look. Anything that can carve me out a little bit though with the Hoola here. Just contouring under the chin helps get rid of that double chin there, which I don't like. I wish it would go away, but I need to do some work to get that to go away. Just contouring my jawline. Bring it down the neck some so I don't have obvious stripage. Okay. And I'm not going to dip into any more of the Hoola. I'm just going to use what's left on the brush to kind of contour my nose on the side. Bring that up right up to the brow line there. Don't make the mistake of contouring your nose too far down. Or just shorten it. You want to like go all the way up to the brow bone. Contour a little bit around there. Alright, so nice and bronzy and brown. Okay, today I'm going to actually be using my California blush from Benefit. Kind of a pinky coral peach shade. Has more coral in it than it does pink. Ooh, got a little heavy-handed. Just a little bit. Since my skin is so bronzed up, I want to kind of go on with the look, summery look here. So I'm going with a more coral peach shade. And this is a pretty blush. It's so pretty. Alright, where did I put my beauty blender? There it is. For highlight, I'm going to be using Siberian Gold by Jeffree Starr Cosmetics. If I can put my hand on it here in my drawer. Okay. And actually, I saw I don't know who I saw do this trick, but I really like the way it looked. I'm spraying a little bit of my Urban Decay All Nighter on my beauty blender just to make sure it's good and damp. And I'm going to go into my highlighter with that. So I'm going in with a damp beauty blender. I'm just kind of tapping it where I want the highlight to be. And this kind of helps the highlight actually melt more into your skin, so you don't look like you just have a nice white stripe, or gold stripe as this might be, down your face. I did this yesterday and I found I really liked the look of it, so I'm repeating it today. So a little tip, if you don't want to use a brush, you can use your damp beauty blender and you get a really pretty highlight there without having too much. I think I'm going to take my, I'm looking a little dark here, so I'm taking my foundation blurring brush from e.l.f. and just kind of going over where I've contoured a little bit. Probably has a little translucent powder on it, just to kind of blend that in and not make it look quite so brown. There we go. Alright, and I'll do a little bit of the highlight in the center of the forehead there, on the bridge of the nose, kind of hair, the bridge there, a little bit on the tip of the nose, a little on the chin. Alright, so that's highlight. So for today's eye look, I'm going to kind of actually try and match my shirt that I have on. This should be interesting. So next we're going to be going into both the Beauty Killer and the Androgyny palette. Sorry, you guys are bouncing around there. But of course, you know, first I'm going to prime my lids with my... I actually didn't prime my lids yet. I need to prime with some of the Urban Decay shadow potion, but then I'm going to go over it with the cream shadow, Splurge cream shadow from Younique. So just make sure my lids are primed so that my makeup doesn't move. Because I hate creasy eyes, you know, halfway through your day and you got like these huge creases in your makeup because your eye makeup is just separating and going into the eyelid, and it's gross. Alright, so I'm going into my Splurge cream shadow in Elegant, which is my neutral shimmery shade, which you guys have seen before. That is our cream shadow, kind of primer down on the lids. Alright, so I'm going to be starting out in the Beauty Killer palette. The shades I'm going to be using in Beauty Killer are going to be Princess and Violence, so these two shades right here. And the ones I'm going to be using in, I might be using Black Rainbow too, I'm not really sure. The ones I'm going to be using in the Androgyny palette are probably going to be Fetish and Swallow down here. So that dark blue. We're going to start off with Princess on just my angled shadow brush here. Make sure this is nice and clean. I'm just going to dip into Princess. And this is a really pale, like lavender shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the brow bone and down to the inner corner. That's going to be our highlight, really. I haven't decided what kind of lipstick I'm going to do. I really kind of threw this idea together on a whim. We're going to see how this looks, because I've never tried this mixture before, so this should be interesting. It's the wonderful thing about makeup. If it doesn't turn out right, you can wipe it off and start again. Alright, so now I'm going to take the same angled shader brush here, angled shadow brush here, and clean off the Princess there, and dip into Violence. This is going to go all over my lid. up close to the crease, not all the way in the crease, but just up close to the crease there. Just to round out the lid. I always go a little ham on one eye compared to the other, so. Okay, so that's Princess and Violence. That's what we're using. Like I said, we're probably going to go back in with Black Rainbow, but we're going to move on to the Androgyny palette now. Taking my shader shadow brush on the end of my liner shader brush from Younique. Y'all have seen this brush a lot. This is one of the ones I use the most. Looks like that. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to dip into Fetish, which is a kind of a winey maroon color. This is going to be kind of my transition shade in the crease. Yeah, that looks good actually. So we're just using this to darken the crease a little bit. This is also a warmer shade, so I'm going to warm up those cool tones a little bit. This was going to be just a slub day doing laundry, not filming, not doing anything. But then I got a call from one of my friends, and she's like, hey, you want to meet up with me and Hillary and do some practicing? We have a show in 2 days, on Saturday actually. And you want to just run through some rehearsal real quick? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we're going to put makeup on anyway. I figured I'd film one for you guys. So taking my little round crease brush, this little one here that I have from e.l.f., I'm going to dip into Swallow, which is this dark blue shade, navy blue shade, kind of a royal navy blue shade. And this is going to go in the outer V of the eye lid here, and kind of working that in a little bit. I'm thinking a winged liner would look really great with this, but my wing game is not where it needs to be, so but that'll give me some practice. So you can see how the Swallow is darkening up this outer corner, giving you a little more depth, more shadow effect, leaving the inside pretty open there. Okay. So liner. Let's see. Do we need to do anything else to the eyes here? I feel like we need a little bit of light right in there. But what to do? Maybe I'll use my Eclipse highlighter. If I can get it open. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to take a little bit of the Eclipse liner. I'm going to use actually the sponge brush applicator that's on the other end of my angled shadow brush, which I never use. Just tap that right on the center, on top of the Violence, to lighten that up a little bit. So it's kind of almost giving a halo effect, but not a full halo. Just a little bit more light diffusion there. And I think I'll bring it onto the inner corner. on top of the princess for a little bit more light coming in. There we go. Alright, so we need to curl the lashes. I need to do my brows, curl the lashes, put falsies on, and figure out my lipstick situation here. Remember, if you warm your eyelash curler up, it'll help curl your lashes better. But just be careful that it's not too warm. You don't want to burn your eyelids. So I think I'm actually going to go back into my Beauty Killer palette for liner and use Black Rainbow as my liner. Because I don't have a liquid liner right now that isn't pretty much dried up. Alright, so let's do the liner first. So I'm going to go with my liner brush and just dampen it with some of my setting spray. It's good and damp. And just dip into Black Rainbow. And we're going to try and do a winged shadow, so this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to start that right here. Going out. Right about there. Maybe a little bit higher up.